the following presentation of the National Football League.
The kicker, Will Reichard, has the ball on the tee. And off we go from Minneapolis. And it'll be brought down, pass position to start this drive. The Falcons come out and they are led by Michael Penix, the second-year quarterback out of Washington. Greg taking over late last year and winning the job as the Atlanta starting quarterback.
I always like studying quarterbacks in year two. I think rookie year, there can either be a lot of growth, right? There's the biggest ability to take that jump, but there's also some struggles you have to work through. In year two, a full offseason, really understanding the playbook. Things have kind of slowed down for you. I feel like year two is a really good indicator of what long-term success looks like for any young quarterback.
A gain of 7 brings up second down at the 34-yard line.
From the 34-yard line, here's second down and 2. They'll go again with Robinson. He'll try to get back to the line, but it's not happening. Gonna lose a yard.
He was taken down.
The offense thinks that they can just kind of plow this one up there in the middle and keep the chains moving, but not on this defense. Not only do they not pick up the first down, but after suffering that loss, now they've got some decisions to make on third down.
Penix on third down. He'll look middle, and he's got his man complete. And the defense can't come up with a stop there. Gain of 7 and a first down.
So there's a saying in the NFL, Mike, short throw, long catch, and that's exactly what they wanted to go with here. Operate in the quick game, don't stress the protection, and while he didn't get necessarily the big play, he does get enough to move the chains.
He takes off, and he'll give himself up here, but that's a gain of 5 on first down.
Well, give him some credit. Initially, that looked like it was going to be a sack. He's able to escape the pressure and get away, picks up a little bit of yardage, but at least he avoids taking that shot.
From the 44 now, here's second and 4. A give, and here comes Robinson. And he'll take this ahead for a gain of about 5, and here comes third down.
And while that run wasn't anything really to write home about, what it allows them to do, Mike, is keep everything in the playbook at their disposal. Third and short, now it's up to these coaches to dial up their best short yardage play and extend this drive.
They'll try to sneak it here, and he's going to have a Falcons first down. At least at first glance, they'll spot the football just beyond the marker. They find a way to convert on 3rd and inches.
I know it's early in this game, but in my mind, that's 4-down territory, and certainly now the coach doesn't have to make that decision. He keeps it on the ground on 3rd and short, gets a fresh set of downs, and now they got to see if they can come away with some points.
And he will lose yardage on the play. They knock him back to midfield.
These negative runs, they just make everything for the play caller that much more difficult, Mike. So they've got to find a way to be more efficient on these early downs, meaning 1st and 2nd down, because if not, you find yourself the entire game in 3rd and pass, and that's what every single defense in the league is trying to do.
That's to Mooney, complete right side. And he'll be very close to a first down. Won't quite have enough, but now a much more advantageous spot.
It may not have moved the chains, but with what they were dealing with there on second down, that's a really nice pickup because now it opens up your play call sheet on third down where it's a little bit more manageable.
They'll go with the sneak. And it looks like he's got enough for the first down. Let's wait for the mark. Yes, that run, that's enough to move the chains.
I don't want to take anything away from the quarterback here, Mike. He did a nice job picking up that first down. But this play is won or lost by the big guys up front. They're the ones who need to get off the snap on time, get leverage on the defender, and create the space needed for the quarterback to pick up the first down.
They'll throw on first down with Penix. He's got this to Bijan Robinson. And he's back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it. No gain before stepping out of bounds.
So, Mike, there's this idea that every time a defense blitzes, it has to result in a sack, but there's a lot of other ways that you can impact the play, and we see it here. Get the ball out of the quarterback's hand, get it to the check down, and now you just need to rally tackle and bring them down for a loss.
That's caught. Ray McLeod. And he gets him 6 yards closer before going out of bounds. That's third down coming up.
These are the play calls, Mike, that offensive coordinators use to just get their quarterback and their passing game into some sort of rhythm. Easy pitch and catch, get the ball out of his hand, see a completion. These typically, as the game goes on, lead to bigger and bigger gains.
Open man, right side, he's got it. A pickup of 14 on that one. It's good for a Falcon first down.
First down.
This is the age-old dilemma that defensive coordinators go back and forth on. Is the best pass defense to send more big bodies at the quarterback and get the ball out of his hand? Or is it to really pack your back end, Mike, with more defensive backs and more guys that can guard space? In this case, they got a lot of defensive backs on the field. Quarterback has a lot of time to find the open zone and leads to a big play.
Brings up second down at the Vikings' 15-yard line.
Second and 7. On the carry, this is Tyler Algier. And he'll only manage to pick up 3 yards. And that leads to third down.
He does a nice job coming from his safety position, filling his run gap assignment, and keeps this to a modest gain at best.
A lengthy opening drive. Now comes to this. It is third down. Out of the shotgun. It's Penix. In trouble, and down he goes.
And these are the type of splash plays that can have an impact, especially as the game goes on. So offensive line has to do a better job to make sure that they have this protection shored up and that this isn't a sign of things to come.
Fourth down, and the Falcons turn to Younghoe Koo for the field goal. It'll be a 35-yard attempt. Koo's kick is good. And the Falcons will take a 3-0 lead.
A lot of times as an offensive player, you come off the field, you're not thrilled to end a drive like this with a field goal. But I think in this case, you can label it a success. You were able to operate your offense. You were able to quiet this crowd just a little bit and come away with an early lead.
Three points on that opening drive. We'll see the response as the kick's away. Isaiah Rodgers now to return it. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. So the Vikings come out. Technically, it is year 2 for J.J. McCarthy. But really, it's year 1. Did not play at all in the regular season last year with the knee injury. The former Michigan Wolverine, the quarterback of the Vikings.
Mike, when you put the film on of J.J. McCarthy, what really jumps off the screen is his ability to display footwork both inside and outside the pocket. And those movement throws, especially in today's NFL, they are so critical. On top of all that, he has a lot of trust in his arm. He's not afraid to attack tight windows. If he can continue to develop, continue to hone this obvious talent, he could really be a special player in this league. Back in the day, Mike, you know how they decided who played offense and who played defense? The guys who caught the ball better played offense, and the guys who couldn't play defense. And now, that's obviously not the case anymore. But this is one of those that still gives defensive players a bad rap.
This one is complete along the sideline. A very nice job to fit that ball in. It'll be a modest gain.
The best guys I've been around, Mike, they have a sense where they can see the ball, but they can feel the sideline. And that's kind of an innate sense that these guys have that allows them to concentrate and secure the catch and ensuring that both feet remain in bounds.
To the air on third down is McCarthy. He's got his tight end, Hawkinson. It'll be a pickup of 10. It'll be a Vikings first down.
That's good for a Vikings first down. First and 10 at the 42-yard line.
These third down conversions are just so important, Mike. Everybody stresses we want to possess the ball, give our offense as much opportunity to end as many drives as we can, scoring points. So if you want to stay on the field, you better be good on third down.
They'll fake the give, and now it's McCarthy. Throw on the run is complete, and no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple.
Second down.
A bit of a quick hitter here, and what you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot, but they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short gain.
Opening carry of the game for Aaron Jones. He plunges forward for a couple of yards. Divine Diablo there to make the play.
A gain of 2 on the play. Brings up 3rd and 4.
Here's a 3rd down and 4. Moore going in motion. They'll try and throw it with McCarthy. Taking this one downfield for Hawkinson. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a 4th down.
I'd say one of the most critical elements of a dynamic offense, Mike, is how efficient are you on third down. It's something these teams stress all week. Here's an opportunity to continue to extend this drive. The defense wins this time and brings up 4th down.
That one hit inside the 10, but it bounces forward into the end zone. Bring it back out to the 20-yard line. The Falcons offense ready to get going with their second possession. They had the field goal on the opening drive to take the early lead, see if they can improve on it here. 3-0 is our score, and it's 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground with Robinson. And that'll be a pickup of 3.
Robinson, the ball carrier. The tackle made at the 24-yard line. Brings up 2nd down.
From the 24 now, here's 2nd down and 6. Here's Penix. They'll try to set up a tight end screen with Pitts. And they'll whistle him down, but not before he picks up a 1st down after a gain of 7.
A gain of 7.
We'll give a little credit here defensively. Even though they allowed the 1st down, we've seen defenses really struggle bringing this big tight end to the ground, and they didn't allow him to pick up a bunch of yards after contact, but he was able to get just enough to pick up the 1st down.
A shotgun snap, and they'll give it to Robinson. He'll move it ahead for about 3 yards. Blake Cashman up from the linebacker's spot to make the tackle.
You know, it's easy to sit up here and say, hey, just keep running the ball. They've been efficient, just kind of wear down this defense by 1,000 different paper cuts. But the problem is, it's only contingent upon your ability to keep the score down. So if you want to continue to run the ball this often, you're going to have to look to their defense to play really well.
He's fighting to get back to the line of scrimmage, but can't get there. Dropped for the loss of a yard.
He sniffed that one out from the jump. I mean, once he diagnosed and knew where the ball was going, he got there in a hurry, and he put an end to that play really before it ever got started.
They need 8 as they come up for third down. From the gun on third down, here's Penix. That's caught right side. It's London.
And it seems like he just cut that route a little too short. He's got to get more depth on the initial stem, and that way he makes sure when he catches the ball, it's beyond the sticks.
So on fourth down, the Falcons bring on Bradley Pinion to punt. The Vikings going to send Jalen Naylor back to return. Now a fair catch, and it's going to be a long field. They'll take over right about their own 13. So we are through one here on Sunday Night Primetime. It's the Falcons with the early lead. More from the Twin Cities in a moment. Vikings football as we begin this second quarter, as they are set to start the drive with 1st and 10. The drive begins with a carry by Jones. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
I can promise you that is not how they wanted to start this drive, Mike. I mean, to get blown up at the point of attack, there was just nowhere for the back to go on that run.
Lost 1 on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. Working out of the shotgun, it is McCarthy. Throw here down the field will fall incomplete.
Initially, a nice job by the receiver. He actually was open downfield. He was able to get behind the defense, but the window closed up so quickly they couldn't get the ball to him. Prevents the big play.
They come to the line needing 11 here on third down. McCarthy from the gun here on third down. Gonna look deep, looking for more. That is incomplete. Great work to get in there, make things difficult defensively, and it sets up 4th down.
And this passing game continues to come up short these last couple plays. That's 2 consecutive incompletions in a row. Now they're staring 4th down right in the face.
Here's Ryan Wright now, as he'll take this a yard or 2 into his own end zone. Fair catch will be taken here. It is right at the 40-yard line. The Falcons offense ready to see what they can do. They'll look to build on their 3-0 lead as this drive starts with a 1st and 10. The drive will begin here with a run by Robinson. And some space opens as he's brought down following a gain of 6.
Brings up 2nd down.
From the 48-yard line, here's 2nd and 3. From the gun, it's Penix. He's going to take a shot here for Mooney, and they're going to move this ball inside the 25-yard line. It is a big play there for the Falcons. 31 yards.
Both pre-snap and post-snap, this is about as well done as you can do at the quarterback position. Get in and out of the right call, identifying the holes along the back end, and then the throw. You can't put it in a better spot. I mean, that's just a big-time play.
Looking down the field there, but it falls incomplete.
So, of course, you prefer to connect on that throw, but think about it like this, Mike. The more they continue to test this defense downfield, the more it's going to open up some of those shorter passes underneath.
2nd and 10. Pitts is the man in motion. On 2nd down, Penix. Short throw taken by Pitts. He'll be stopped short of the 1st down. He's able to look it in and get forward for a pickup of about 8.
The drag route, we used to say this is day one install. Every single offense in the NFL has this sort of route, especially for the tight end position. And depending on the speed and the run after catch ability of the tight end, sometimes it can lead to some of the biggest gains.
Taking off, he'll try to get, and he's in! Michael Penix, touchdown Atlanta. The defense comes up with the coverage, but they cannot keep up with the speed as the quarterback scrambles to the end zone for the touchdown.
And down here in the red zone, Mike, is where I think a quarterback's legs can be the most dangerous. The defenders are trying to match backs, match tight ends and receivers, but often it's the quarterback that has no one assigned to him, and in this case, he's able to capitalize and run it in himself.
Younghoe Koo now for the extra point. It's up and good. And the Falcons are out to a 10-0 lead.
Vikings, nothing.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. On the return is Rodgers. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. Out comes the Minnesota offensive unit as they get set to take over. And nothing doing from the offense just yet. Down 10-0 as they come up with 1st and 10. They'll run it with Jones to begin this drive. And he'll get forward for a couple. It's 2nd down.
So this team finds themselves now in a little bit of a tricky situation here, Mike. If they don't find a way to start sustaining some of these drives and come away with points, all of a sudden you're trailing by double digits in the 2nd half. You become very one-dimensional. You become very pass-heavy, and that's certainly not how any team in the NFL wants to play.
And he's going to be brought down up past the 45. They get 15 on that game. 1st down, Minnesota.
1st down. 1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
And these are the explosive runs that open everything up. There's all this conversation about the value of the run game, but when you take a look at the best running teams, Mike, it's not necessarily how many yards they run for, it's how many big plays do they generate on the ground. And when you can generate big plays on the ground, it makes everything so much more difficult for the defense.
And they're going to work this down inside the 45.
That's another.
1st one for Jefferson. And a 1st down to go with it.
At the 43-yard line.
He runs straight ahead with Jones. Able to make one man miss, but that's all. They get him. Take him down behind the line.
Well, as been the case this entire 1st half, it's been the defense that's really carried the load for this team. Some offensive struggles, but they've done more than their part, coming through again with another big stop for a loss.
After the loss of 3, it is 2nd and 13. From the gun, here's McCarthy. He'll get this over the middle to Jefferson. And they'll take this down inside the 35.
13 yards on the play.
That's the second time they connect on this drive. This one good for 13 yards.
1st and 10 at the 32-yard line.
Here's 1st and 10. Setting up to throw is McCarthy. He is hit before he can get rid of it, and down he goes.
And he stood tall in the pocket, hoping something would open up downfield, but this pass rush, they've been relentless in their pursuit of the quarterback, and they're able to bring him down for a sack.
Second and 11. From the shotgun, it's a throw from McCarthy. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5.
All right, so anytime you're facing the blitz, the best thing you can do as an offense is just get the ball out of your hand. Get into the hands of receiver, run after catch. In this case, nice job by the defense, rallying to the ball. Modest gain.
Moore going in motion. Throwing now, it's McCarthy. This one broken up. It's incomplete. Good job separating the receiver from the ball, and it is 4th down.
Little miscommunication there. Now brings up 3rd down. It just doesn't appear that the quarterback and the wide receiver were on the same page on that last pass.
On 4th down, it's Will Reichard time for this Viking field goal. This will be a 46-yard attempt. Reichard's kick is good. And the Vikings are on the board. It's now 10-3.
And I can tell you firsthand, Mike, when you find yourself trailing in a game, you don't feel very good about coming away with field goals. But in this case, it does get them a little bit closer and cut into this deficit.
Reichard had the field goal a moment ago. He's back out now to kick this one away. Jamal Agnew now to return. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line. The Falcons offense ready to see what they can do with this next possession. They lead by a touchdown as this drive begins with 1st and 10. They're going to go play action with Penix. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
You can't fault the quarterback on this one, Mike. He really didn't even have much of an opportunity. By the time he hit the top of his drop and got his eyes downfield, the defense was all over him, and he really had no choice but to just get that ball out of his hand and live to play another snap.
Now Penix to throw on 2nd down. The pressure gets there, and down he goes back inside the 20-yard line. It's Andrew Van Ginkel in there for a loss of 5 on the sack, and now it's 3rd down.
Well, as they face this possible 3-and-out following that 2nd down sack, now if you're the quarterback, you've got to be thinking, get the ball out of my hand, find a matchup I like downfield, and try to push this ball past the sticks and keep this drive alive.
Work to do following the sack. It is 3rd and long. From the gun, here is Penix. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a 4th down.
The offense just couldn't seem to get anything going that drive. They knew they had a long way to go, taking over possession that deep in their own territory. You want to pick up that first down and see if you can capitalize some momentum. Instead, the errant throw brings up fourth down, and they're going to have to punt it away.
This kick hangs up, and the fair catch will be taken beyond the 35-yard line. The Vikings offense ready to come back out for this next possession. They'll do so with 1st and 10. They'll motion over Thielen. On the give, it's Jones. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
You know, Mike, what separates the really elite defensive edge players from everybody else is not only their ability to rush the passer. That's what everybody focuses on. But, man, the defensive ends that are good in the run game, those are the guys that never leave the field.
Throwing on 2nd down is McCarthy. He'll find his tight end, Josh Oliver. He'll get about 6 before he's taken down.
Just take what the defense is giving you, and you can stay ahead of the chains and just take these easy pitch and catch throws underneath, hitch routes, quick game. Now it puts you in a lot more favorable down and distances to eventually attack this defense a little bit more downfield.
On target to Moore. A gain of 11 on that one. It'll be a Vikings first down.
That's good for a Vikings first down. 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
And this is where the speed of your inside receivers are so critical. He lines up in the right slot. But, Mike, look how far he covers to where he ended up receiving that ball. You can't have all day. Those defensive linemen, they are coming after your quarterback. So the speed in the slot is critical. That's a great example why. Great job by that linebacker timing his blitz. He didn't give any indication to the offense that he was coming. And he's able to get through that hole and take the ball carrier down for a loss.
We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. Now McCarthy. That one down the field, but it is incomplete. He was looking for T.J. Hawkinson on that one. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
Quarterback's trying to give his big tight end a chance to go up and use that large catch radius, unable to connect. Little letdown here for the tight end community, Mike.
Looking to throw. McCarthy. He's got his man. It's Jefferson. And he's going to be taken down right at the 25-yard line. That's his 3rd catch of this first half, and good enough for a first down.
1st and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Third downs, Mike, those are quarterback downs. Those are the downs where you tend to find yourself in a must-pass situation, and that's where the top guys in the league are still capable of overcoming it. So throw the ball downfield, be accurate with the ball. Winning on 3rd downs, that is a recipe for success.
And he'll be stopped at the line of scrimmage with a flag down. Let's check on the call. You only get a 1-yard buffer from the line of scrimmage for these old linemen. That time he strayed a little too far, and it draws the flag. Here's McCarthy. A short one taken by Hawkinson. And he'll get the penalty yardage back, and more than that, he's a couple yards short of the first down, a gain of 13.
How fast things can flip. You find yourself in 1st and a mile after taking a penalty on 1st down. But that chunk play there in the passing game now gets them back in sequence with the chains and brings up a more manageable 2nd down.
And he'll be taken down as we tick down to the 2-minute warning.
A gain of a yard. Brings up 3rd and 1.
2 minutes remain here in this first half. We'll have more from Minneapolis. After this, they have converted twice on 3rd down on this drive, and they need a yard here with 3rd and 1. And he's taken down, but they are in business. This sets up 1st and goal.
5-yard gain on the
Fullback dive. I'm not sure the last time I saw a fullback dive, Mike. It's kind of a lost art nowadays. But, hey, 3rd and 1, it can still be so effective, especially if you have the right guy at the position. So, good play call, good execution, and he's able to pick up 1st down.
And he'll take this one in. Aaron Jones. Touchdown, Minnesota.
You just don't see these kind of holes too often at this NFL level, Mike, and you can see once he got the ball, the clear line to the end zone, he doesn't get touched, and an unfortunate defensive breakdown here ends up costing him 6 points.
On now for the extra point. Here's Will Riker. He's got it. And the Vikings will tie things up. It's now 10-10. So back to level after the touchdown, and time for the kickoff. Agnew on the return. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. The Falcons offense ready for this next possession. They'll work in a tie game here in the 2nd quarter and get started with 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, it's Penix. Oh, he's going to be bottled up and taken down. They got him. That is Jonathan Allen, the big defensive tackle, in there for the sack.
If there's any silver lining for this drive, Mike, it's the fact that at least this sack occurred on an early down. So I guess technically they have a chance to claw themselves out of this hole, but that's the 3rd sack of the game. And this defense doesn't show any signs of slowing down.
On 2nd down, here's Penix. He's got room past the 35. And he'll be taken down up at the 40-yard line. Now a timeout, Atlanta. That's their 1st, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the 1st half. They'll come up 1st and 10 at the 40. Now Penix. Open man, he's got it. It's London. And he's going to be taken down right at midfield. Falcons go ahead and take their 2nd timeout as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in this 2nd quarter. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. They'll throw. It's Penix. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line. Now the Falcons will use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it just a little bit over 30 seconds to go in this 1st half. To throw again, it's Penix. Right side, catch made by McLeod. And he'll be taken down at the 25-yard line.
A gain of 12.
12 was nice last time, so they did it again. Another 12-yard pickup and another first down. Throwing again, it's Penix. He's going to run it. So, halftime straight ahead. And we go down to Scott Hansen, who has our EA Sports halftime report.
Okay, Mike, thanks very much. Scott Hansen here with an abridged version of the halftime report. Both offenses still trying to find their way. Tight, competitive game, though, as we are tied at the half. To find out who will come out on top, let's rejoin our broadcast team, Mike Tirico and Greg Olson.
All right, Scott, thank you. Second half drawing near. So good to have you back with us here on EA Sports. Could not ask for more from that first half. All even as we begin quarter number 3. Ty Chandler now to bring it back. A good return as he takes it across the 30. The Vikings offense going to have the first crack at it as we begin this third quarter. Low-scoring game, all tied. Third quarter, and a touchdown here could go a long way. See if they can get it on this drive. 1st and 10. Three tight ends in the game to start the drive. Play action now. It's McCarthy. That's caught downfield by Jefferson. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. An ideal beginning to this drive. 24 on the first play.
44-yard line.
Nice way to start the drive here. Really good protection by the guys up front. Good decision by the quarterback to find his read. Ball's accurate, ball's on time. Now they're able to start this drive and get on the move the right way.
Up the middle, here's Jones. And he is crushed in the backfield. Defenders firing through. Shut it down right away for a loss of yardage.
At the 48-yard line.
Some defensive ends specialize in getting after the quarterback. Some defensive ends specialize in run game. This guy can really make an impact on both, as we saw here for that tackle for loss.
McCarthy to the air on 2nd down. And he got rid of that one quickly before the receiver even knew what was going on. That's incomplete. The intended receiver was Justin Jefferson. And it'll be 3rd down. McCarthy from the gun here on 3rd down. This is intercepted. Picked off by the rookie out of Georgia. And the Falcons are going to get the football here at their own 38-yard line.
You know, Mike, I like the early aggressive play call to start this second half. I think anytime you find yourself in a tie ball game, you want to be the team that strikes next. In this case, it backfires. They have the turnover. Now it's their defense that's taking the field, and they're going to have to come up with a stop and keep this game all squared up.
Now a 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. On the ground, it's Robinson. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on first down, but that's exactly the case here.
Back to throw. Here's Penix. A throw there on second down, going to be incomplete.
Tie game, second half. Mistakes here can really decide the outcome of the game, so it's a really smart play. Nothing's open. Just throw it out of bounds. Live to fight another play.
3rd and 11. From the gun, it's Penix. That's caught left side by Pitts. 18 yards on the connection. First down, Atlanta.
A gain of 18 on the play. First down, Atlanta.
Having a tight end that can contribute in the passing game, Mike, I mean, it just seems like it's become more and more common throughout the entire league. And not only do you have to be reliable, but you have to be athletic enough after the catch to take advantage of some of these targets. So it's exactly what he does here, and you can tell why he's such a big part of this offense.
Here's a toss, left side for Robinson. Trying to bounce that one outside, but only to be able to get back to the original line of scrimmage.
We got to see a little taste of just the range this defense can play with. How well they can flow outside as this play gets stretched out. No problem for them not only to track the runner down, but stop him before he gets back to the line.
They'll try again here, 2nd and 10. Throwing is Penix. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
You certainly don't want to be wasting downs at this stage of the game, but with nothing open, I can't really blame him. There was really nowhere to go with the ball. You don't want to start throwing into tight coverage, and he just has to simply throw that one away.
It is 3rd and 10. Pitts is the man in motion. On 3rd down, Penix. For the left side, he gets that to Mooney. And a good short tackle right there. It stops him a good distance short of the marker. It sets up 4th down.
When you throw the ball short of the sticks on 3rd down, you're relying heavily on the yards after the catch. So give credit to the defense here. Once the ball carrier had the ball, multiple guys around him, corralled him, take him down short of the sticks.
And not the greatest of results here. This is going to hit the field of play and continue out of bounds. The Vikings offense ready to get back at it. They'll see if they can go about breaking our tie. We're all even at 10 as this drive begins, 1st and 10. They'll start this one with a 3 tight end look. Off the play fake, it's McCarthy. That's to the left side and taken in by Jefferson. And he'll be brought down, but not before they get this all the way up near midfield.
That's good.
How about 25 yards to start the drive? First down.
At the 48-yard line.
Every team in the league practices these situations every single day. That's a critical 3rd down, Mike. So now with this fresh set of downs, they got to just take a deep breath. Now you're really not so much playing against your opponent as much as you are playing against this clock.
On play action, here's McCarthy. To the right side, he's got Hockenson, his tight end. And he will be out of bounds right around the 35.
A gain of 17 yards.
Couple of big plays to start this drive. How about 17 on this one?
They do a really nice job of picking up the pressure, and that's what allows him to have the time to go through his entire progression. He sees his check down wide open, gets the ball into his hands, and he does the rest.
He's got his man, Jefferson. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 28-yard line.
Ball on the 28-yard line. Here's 2nd and 4. From the pistol, it's Jones. And he'll get past the marker. So he's got a first down on that gain of 5.
It just seems like every time this guy touches the ball, he makes something happen. And not all of his runs are always going to be positive. He's kind of one of those guys that's going to get a 0, a 1, a 2. But it's the home run threat. It's the big plays that really tip the scales in your favor. And when you can generate those big explosive plays on the ground, man, it makes such a big difference for the offense.
And he won't try to risk much more, sliding down a gain of 3.
Initially, they do a really nice job taking away his first and second reads, but what they fail to do is account for him as a runner. He ends up making something positive out of a play that initially didn't look like it had much of a chance.
Off the bootleg, it's McCarthy. That is caught back corner of the end zone. Rondale Moore, touchdown Vikings.
It just feels like a big drive, doesn't it, Mike? Here in the second half, you got a tie ball game. Now you're able to get out in front. Let's see how this other team responds, having to play from behind.
We got a ton of time, Greg, but a little momentum feel. Come out of the locker room, take the lead. Now it's up to the other team to climb uphill. So great way, perfect way to get this second half started. Riker now to add the extra point. He knocks it through. The Vikings go up by 7. It is now 17-10.
Falcons 10.
Scott, thank you. Both teams trying to find the right formula as they come out for the second half. It's about to get underway. Riker out now, following the touchdown as he kicks this one away. Agnew on the return. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. Here comes the Atlanta offense now. They get set to take over once more. Find themselves trailing 17-10 now as they come up with first down and 10. Slot man in motion right. On first down, it's Robinson. And he's brought down after a gain of a couple.
And they've really done a nice job defensively holding them in check. I mean, ideally, you'd want your back to average around 4 yards a pop, but they're falling short of that threshold as of now, and partially it's why they find themselves trailing at this stage in the game.
Another run here for Robinson. Nothing doing there. He'll go down behind the line.
So this time they're trying to use the run game to attack the boundary side of the field, and the defense is really fast in their pursuit. Really nice effort there from the backside, and they're able to bring him down this time for a loss.
3rd and 10. From the gun, here is Penix. He'll try and get there on the ground. And he wisely hit the deck at the end of that one. No unnecessary shot there. It is a first down.
And a Falcon first down.
The defensive line has to do a better job of contain rushing, especially on 3rd down. Like, you can't rush one-on-one. You have to rush as a unit. Keep the quarterback in the pocket, and when you let him get loose, this is what's going to happen.
On the handoff, it's Robinson. And the woes in the running game continue. They're going to subtract yards there. A loss on the play.
Every team makes an emphasis on winning first down, but as a defense, when you're able to take them back for a loss, Second and long, you can really become more of a pass-centric defense and really tips the scales into your favor.
Mooney in motion. Play clock has expired. They're not going to get this one off on top.
Still second down.
Now Penix to throw on second down. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5.
So they have these rules for the receivers, Mike. They call them green grass rules. And the idea is if you're running across the field and you're looking at the quarterback, you're not looking at the quarterback. That tells him, I'm going to sit in this soft zone. I'm going to what they call punch and pivot and stop. And that tells the quarterback to put the ball on your chest.
Under pressure, and he'll go down. They got him.
These pass rushers, they love these situations where they can just pin their ears back and go after the quarterback. They knew they had a chance to put an end to this drive, and they didn't let it go to waste.
The Falcons getting their punter out there. He's on to punt it for the 4th time tonight. And he looks up, he's taken down right away. Maybe fortunate just to hold on to the ball as he was tackled immediately after hauling that one in. Justin Jefferson and this Vikings offense heading out for their next possession. And you see the numbers for him into this third quarter. They just pop off the screen. He has been open and electric throughout. A run. It's Jones. Big run here. He's tackled beyond the 35-yard line. Can't ask for much more. 22 yards on the first play of the drive.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Well, that's how you get a drive started. A big play here in the run game, and you have to imagine this is something we're going to continue to see. Success early in the drive typically results in success later in the drive.
They'll go back to Jones on first down. And he's going to be taken down. Not so easy this time. They drop him back behind the line. It's second down.
The speed and the get-off by the big interior defensive tackle, Mike. I mean, he got through there so fast, he almost took the handoff himself.
Last play went the wrong way. It sets up second and long. It's second down and 12. Working out of the shotgun, it is McCarthy. Forced out wide. Off he goes. And they will finally track him down inside the 40-yard line. That one good for 26 yards.
That's good for a Vikings.
The challenge of defending a dual-threat quarterback in the NFL, Mike, is that you just don't see them week in and week out, maybe like you do in college. So in this case, you defend everything perfectly downfield, but it's hard to account for a quarterback who can run. He escapes the pressure.
And this time the rush gets home, and down he goes.
The defensive coaches, they preached all week, Mike. They have to have relentless pursuit of this quarterback when he tries to extend the play. So often it results in a great play for the offense and a big pickup. This time, because of that pursuit, it leads to a big loss.
Work to do now as they come up on second and long. From the gun, here's McCarthy. A throw left side, taken in by Thielen.
Just a simple hitch route. Certainly nothing special there or anything downfield, but the idea is the more of those you throw and those efficient passes, the second the defense moves up to take it away, that's when you go for the big ones.
It is third and long. From the shotgun, it's a throw from McCarthy. He'll try to run for it. The defense blows a chance to get off the field as the offense converts 3rd and 14.
It's a gain of 21 yards. That's another Vikings first down. 1st and 10 at the 20-yard line.
So we are through 3. And Sunday Night Primetime continues after this. Set to go now on 1st and 10. Little play action here with McCarthy. Short pass caught by Oliver. They'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
It's now 2nd and
It's not the big
6
play they were hoping for, but
16-yard
first down
line.
efficiency, staying ahead of the chains, is what every offense is trying to find, and it brings up a manageable 2nd down.
Here's 2nd and 6. On the ground now with Jones. And it'll be a pickup of 3. So 3rd down, forthcoming.
And with that run, Mike, even though it brings up 3rd down, it still keeps this offense in what they call a 50-50 downs. It means with the down and distance provided, you can call a run or a pass, and both are equal threats. And that's what makes it so hard for these defenses to defend those situations.
And that is incomplete. He was seeking out the veteran Adam Thielen that time. And it's going to lead to a 4th down.
I like the idea of taking your shot there on 3rd down, pushing the ball downfield, looking for the touchdown. But now as it brings up 4th down, you're already this close. You're in field goal range, but do you keep that offense on the field and try to maintain possession and see if you can come away with 6? It's always a little bit of a letdown, Mike. You find yourself deep in the red zone and you have to settle for a short field goal like that. In this case, he's able to put it through, and they get 3.
Reichert had the field goal a moment ago. Back out now to kick this one away. McLeod now to return. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. The Falcons offense starting to trot out for this next possession. They'll begin with 1st and 10. Shotgun. It's Penix. And he'll just get rid of this. Smart play to throw it away. And that'll set up 2nd down.
At this stage of the game, things haven't been going your way, so one more mistake, it could just be too much to overcome. So a nice decision there. Just throw it away out of bounds and give your team a fighting chance.
On 2nd down, Penix. A very quick throw there, but not on the same page with his target. That's incomplete.
Well, we all know the running joke, right, Mike? If this guy could catch, he'd be playing offense. And, well, I think that's kind of a joke for the past. These defensive players are incredible these days. That's just too easy. You've got to secure that interception for your defense and get off the field.
From the gun, on 3rd down, here's Penix. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
Gotta give a lot of credit here to the coverage unit, Mike. There was plenty of time for the quarterback to work through his progression. I thought the protection was actually pretty solid. But at the end of it, there was just nowhere to go, and he had no choice but to just throw that ball away.
The Falcons send their punting unit out as he'll come on to kick for the 5th time here tonight. And that is good coverage by the punt team as they meet him and bring him down. The Vikings offense and J.J. McCarthy getting set for their next possession. And this defense might be about ready to wave the white flag. Nothing they have tried to throw at him has been successful. He just processes things so quickly, making the right read seemingly every time. They'll fake the give, and now it's McCarthy. This one brought in by Hawkinson. Oh, nice open field tackle there. He could not get free. They're going to stop him for no gain.
Linebacker certainly wasn't fooled on that play. Not only does he get there in a hurry, but he's able to secure that tackle and bring him down for a loss.
Throwing on second down is McCarthy. He'll let this go deep for Jefferson. That's going to be incomplete. Coverage very good there. Contact jarring the ball loose, and it's going to force third down.
And they got the look they were hoping for, one-on-one on the outside. He's just unable to hold on to it through contact, and I think that was a big opportunity missed.
To the air on third down is McCarthy. That is incomplete. Great work to get in there, make things difficult defensively, and it sets up fourth down.
When you get the ball in this situation, what you're looking to do is not only end the drive with a touchdown to put the game away, but you'd love to chew up some clock. So with that incomplete pass now likely putting an end to this series, that's a big...
Well, the snap, a poor one, and it's blocked. And he will score. Game on. Touchdown, Falcons. What a big play for the special teams unit, Greg. They get the block and the score. A big swing that starts with getting to the kicker.
Yeah, exactly right, Mike. And anytime you draw up a successful punt block rush, it starts with identifying the breakdown of the protection unit. In this case, they found that weak link. They were able to exploit it. It leads not only to the block, but to the touchdown.
Here's Coop for the extra point. The kick is good. Important extra point. The difference is just 3. A field goal here in the fourth quarter. So they've cut into the lead, now just a field goal behind as they kick it off. On the return is Rodgers. He's across the 20, taken down just shy of the 25. Justin Jefferson and this Vikings offense heading out for their next possession. They lead by a field goal as they go to work with a 1st and 10. Play action now, it's McCarthy. He'll be hit as he throws, and that one will wind up incomplete. Could not step into the throw that time. It'll bring up second down.
And once he got his head around, he realized he was in danger. I mean, luckily, he was able to get rid of that ball before it turned into a negative play.
On second down, here's McCarthy. Room to run, past the 30s. Get about 6 before he's taken down.
That's a gain of 6. Brings up 3rd and 3.
Third down, 3 to go. To throw, it's McCarthy. This one broken up. It's incomplete. Good job separating the receiver from the ball, and it is fourth down.
And that's exactly how you teach it. They want these defenders to time the hit, that right when the ball gets there, you separate the receiver from the ball. And those are the ones on offense, man. You just have to make that catch, Mike. I know it's easier said than done, but you know the hit's coming. You've got to squeeze that thing, brace for impact, and make that play for your offense.
Taken at the 19. The Falcons offense getting things in order as they trot out for this next possession. They'll try to establish some tempo as they start this one with 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground with Robinson. And the struggles in the running game continue. They take him down behind the line.
These are the impact plays that this linebacker is capable of, Mike. Not only dissecting and determining where the ball was going, but then to shoot through the line of scrimmage and make this tackle for a loss. That's a big-time play by a really good player.
Play action. It's Penix. That's caught right side. It's London. And they're going to get this all the way up close to the 40-yard line.
It's a gain of 20.
20-yard pickup there. It's good for a Falcon first down.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft here as they try to hold on to this lead here late.
A gain of a yard brings up 2nd down at the 41-yard line.
From the 41. Here's 2nd and 8. They'll go again with Robinson. Whoa! Robinson, first down and more. The tackle's going to be made down at the 40-yard line. They'll get 19 out of that play. First down, Atlanta.
First down, Atlanta.
And we're starting to see the fruits of their labor paying off here. I mean, they've used this run game to throw a bunch of body blows throughout the entire contest. And while some of the carries didn't result in much at the time, it's clear they're starting to take its toll on this defense.
And this time they are ready for it. Thrown for a loss. And it's 2nd down.
So much of what makes a toss play so good is it allows you to get the ball on the perimeter of the defense really quickly, and it doesn't stress all of your backside blocking. But on the downside, it does get your running back running east and west. They're running sideways in the first couple steps, and with a defense that can run to the ball, we're able to get you down for a loss. Well, let's give credit here to the coverage unit, Mike. There was nowhere to go with the ball for that quarterback. He had no choice but to just tuck it down himself, and he's able only to pick up a short gain.
They need one right now. 3rd and long. From the gun, it's Penix. Over the middle, catch made by Mooney. And a good job here defensively. They did not let him get away. He's well short of the first down marker.
The key to good route running, Mike, is deceiving the man covering you into thinking you're doing one thing, and then you change it and do the other. And in this case, he had the defender thinking this was a vertical downfield route. And then next thing you know, he gets to his break point, he breaks in, and that ball's put right on the money for a big pickup. And this is where it pays to have a kicker you can trust, Mike. I mean, this is as big a spot as there is. 4th quarter, what does he do? He comes out and he delivers to tie up this game.
all even. Fourth quarter, everything we've wanted. What's in store in the remaining time? Chandler now to return it. Across the 20, they'll mark him down before the 25-yard line. And that's where the offense will take over. Out comes the Minnesota offensive unit as they get set to take over. This game level following the made field goal. So they need to put something together here. It begins with 1st and 10. Here's McCarthy. A short one taken by Hawkinson. And no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple.
And this is where the versatility of the tight end position really starts coming into play. Not only do they have to line up with their hand on the ground, but they can occasionally split out in the slot. And man, they're too fast for linebackers, and a lot of times they're too big for defensive backs.
That one into the hands of Jefferson. Was brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up 3rd down.
This is one of those throws where you're hoping you do most of the damage after the catch, but give credit to the defense. Once that ball was caught, they were on him quickly, and there was nowhere for him to go after the catch.
They'll try and throw it with McCarthy. And he's going to have the 1st down. It is a gain of 6. Good conversion on 3rd down.
That's good for the Vikings. 1st down. 1st and 10.
So that's a big 1st down conversion because, Mike, as you take a look at the game clock, if they play this right, not only do they put themselves in position to score here to win this at the end, but they also can leave very little time left for their opponent to try to go down and answer.
And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield. Pickup of 11 yards on that one. 1st down, Minnesota.
Vikings. 1st down.
That's a heck of a run right here, Mike. Tie game, 4th quarter. Everything's on the line. Can you win in the trenches? Can the threat of that run continue to balance off the pass? And that's a big gain there as they try to go take this lead.
And he'll work forward for about 3. It's 2nd down.
The tackle made at the 47-yard line. Brings up 2nd down.
Off the play fake, it's McCarthy. To the left side, into the hands of Moore. And they'll work this close to a 1st down, maybe just a tad short.
3rd down.
Well, let's give some credit to the big boys up front in the trenches. They knew that blitz was coming. They held up just long enough that the quarterback could get that ball out safely and results in a completion.
They'll go with the sneak. And it looks like he's going to have that 1st down. He will, not by a whole lot, but he's got it enough. They convert on 3rd down.
When done correctly, Mike, this is just such a high percentage call. It's kind of hard to choose another play off your call sheet. It's impossible to defend. You can know it's coming, stack the box, whatever you want to do. But most of the time, they'll just drive forward and pick up the 1st down.
And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line. It's a pickup of 13 yards. It'll be a Vikings 1st down.
This is a really nice job of just finding a hole in coverage, Mike. And I used to say, hey, when you're open, stay open. That's the art of route running versus zone coverage. And it's a friendly target for the quarterback in space, and they're able to convert.
They'll drop to throw. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the 21-yard line.
Now 2nd and 4. Throwing now, it's McCarthy. Who else? Another catch for his favorite target. And that's going to be a 1st down. A pickup of 9. Now a timeout, Atlanta. That's their 1st, as it'll come with an even 90 seconds remaining on the clock. Plenty of time, all 3 timeouts left. It's 1st and 10. To throw once more, here's McCarthy. To the back of the end zone, he's got it! Adam Thielen, touchdown Minnesota.
What separates the really good quarterbacks from everybody else in the National Football League, Mike, is not only ability to process, but the ability to process quickly under pressure, and I think that's exactly the case here. He's able to go through his progression, find his target in the end zone, and then deliver that ball on time, accurately, and the result is a touchdown.
Will Reichert now on for the extra point. His kick is good, and the Vikings will go up by 7.
Makes the score Vikings 27, Falcons 20.
So the lead is 7 now here in this 4th quarter. The tie has been broken. Let's see what happens on this kickoff. McLeod now to return. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line. The Falcons offense back onto the field for their next possession. They'll start it here with a 1st and 10. Robinson, and he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
These edge rushers, they are judged by their sack totals, Mike. They love to rush the passer. But they have responsibilities in the run game as well. Great job here, keeping it to no gain.
They'll come up for 2nd and 9. From the gun, here is Penix. He'll step up and run this. And he will slide to a halt, but he does have the 1st down. Falcons go ahead and take their 2nd timeout. Get the stoppage with just over 50 seconds to go in this one. Final minute, 1 timeout remaining, and it's 1st and 10. To throw is Penix.
Similar to a tight end, the slot receiver is often considered the safety blanket. He makes all the difficult catches, tends to be a little bit more around the line of scrimmage, and so far today, he's certainly lived up to that reputation.
Here's 2nd down. Here's Penix. That's caught left side by Pitts. And that's a 1st down. It will be a gain of 8. Now the Falcons will use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 25 seconds remaining on the clock. From the 39, here's a 1st and 10. Looking to throw, it's Penix. He's got his man, it's Mooney. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line.
Gain of 11 on the play.
His 2nd grab on this drive, good for 11 yards, but most importantly, a 1st down. So a win here for the Vikings. They proved much the best in this one. They get a solid performance in all 3 phases of the game and ride that to victory. So that'll do it for us. For Greg Olson and our terrific team behind the scenes, I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. follow us on X at EA Madden NFL. It's a win for the Vikings, as we say so long from Minneapolis.